What's up, guys? Today for a job I have this motorcycle. So model is CBR1000, year 2015 I think. So this time is not for tuning, it's for different electrical problems. So first problem is this bike has race dash fitted. Brand is HM, but this dash is already not in production, not supported, so it has a different options. No ignition switch, as you can see. So it has some different functions. It's like a logger also, lap timer. You have different options here, display, whatever, so you can change it but can't go back, so need to turn off back. You can change the interface, you can show without speed, with speed, different functions. So in general, the problem is with this bike that it does not show gears intermittently by the owner. He said it shows few times not showing, so the task is to find. This bike has modified many things. Many things is deleted, how I say. Wires are cut off. Most of the wiring is gone, so left only what is needed for track. ECU also is already cut it from both sides, so it has few problems. So the main task is to fix the dash to show the gearing, but I tested the gear sensor located in here. It's a mechanical type. You shift the gear, the pivot inside the sensor spinning and shorting the pins to the ground. So by this ECU and dash see in what gear you are. So it's not a whole type effect. This sensor goes only from 212 to 216. Before it's different sensor, after it's different sensor. So I checked the sensor, I opened the dash. Maybe I will open to show you what's inside also, because I want to test it on the bench, not on the bike, because it has intermittent problem when you turn ignition. Not always turning on the dash, so it's like a turn off. The pump is running, but dash is off. So other problem, this bike has deleted ignition switch. So I checked, immobilizer system is valid and working, and somewhere in this bike there is a hidden antenna, his from the bike with immobilizer and with the chip and key, because key looks like this. So system is valid, and when you give ignition, pump is running, I don't know, from 5 times, from 10 times, from 3 times. So it's very not how to say, not stable. So two main problems: pump not running, not starting. Of course starter it's spinning, but the pump is not running, and immobilizer blocking the startup. So now I will take again the dash off. I want to test it on the bench, how it works on the bench, not on the motorcycle. Later I will test the wiring, if it's powering okay the dash, to see if there is no problem in the wiring, because totally all wiring is modified. I don't think it's like factory, but we will see. So I will take the dash on the bench. I will show you what's inside. So the cluster from behind looks like this. So it's standard Honda plug. It's all metal casing. I don't know this place, you see it's like bended. How it's possible, don't know. So inside you see only few components. So this dash, it's totally not repairable if it's go broken. In general, all is repairable, but when it's all sealed, it's very hard to get to something there and to find a problem, to get parts for fixing or whatever. So here is the board for connection for the plug. So it's like, I don't know, and as you can see, like phone, and inside all is filled with gel. So I inspected all before already, so nothing helped. So gears is not showing. I try to calibrate the gears on the dyno, because this dash is supported calibration from the gear. Of course, when you buy it from the factory, buy the model, it's already comes pre-calibrated for your bike. But if you use it for like different, I don't know, different setup, different gearing, different wheels, different tires, you probably need to reset it and recalibrate it, that it see correctly in what gear you are. So I try that. It doesn't work. This dash is not supported anymore from maker. No software updates, nothing. So in general, nothing to fix. I thought that the board inside will be more visible, but they made it rugged. So if we get rain or something, it will not affect the internals, because as you see, there is no sealing, nothing. You can open it in few screws. So I will try to power up it on the bench, and we will see. Okay, so I will try to power up it now. So as you see, it's turning on. Of course, I think you can, yeah, you can check it. All functions. Same as on the bike. Race, road, data, whatever. So in this case, we're not interested in that. So what I found it that I believe this bike is 2015, but the plug on this dash is different. It's like for from 2008 to 2000, you know, older style dash. You can Google if you want, but from 2012 to 2016 or even up, it's different dashes. So plug is for this dash is 10 pins. For dash which should be on this bike is more pins. It's like 20, 26 or 30, something similar. Not remember now, but I checked. So I assume the wiring is not from this bike at all. Maybe this bike to 2015, it should be with ABS for sure. So plug should be different. So I assume it can be they changed the wiring from the older bike to support this dash, because original plug for sure will not fit, because it's a bigger plug. So as you see, it's now working, turning on, but need to test more times. Maybe it's showing gear 2 now, but it's disconnected, of course, from the... I tried to fix that small board. I will test it on the bike later. I checked the wiring on the plug, so all there seems okay. So don't know where could be the problem that it's not showing gears. Of course, need to try to buy the sensor, because I asked few people, they not have a chance to test it on their bike without buying it. So testing is very easy, and no need to buy a sensor if you have a opportunity to test it, what parameters it show on the good sensor. So in this case, dash is turning on. I will try to time to time go turning on, and we will see if it bugs or no. Okay, so not found any issues with the dash on the bench, but the gear is still not showing, so probably we will try to buy a used sensor to check it, to see if gears will show up or no. If no, so I think not worth to invest such money only to showing the gear. So another thing, I solved the problem with the pump not running, so it was the factory security system. So as you see, no real ignition switch, no key. So it was like you give an ignition and the pump is not running. You must cycle 3 times, 5 times, 8 times to give an ignition full, I mean to give an authorization to start the bike, to make a full fuel pump to run. So this is, I think, more important, that you could use and ride the bike instead of showing the gears on the dash. So now I tested maybe 50-60 ignition runs, so pump is working no problem. So security, his system is fixed, and I think in future for sure will be no problem about that. So when I get the sensor to test, if I get it, so I will make you a short recap. So in general, don't know what I could do more here. Instead of waiting for the parts, this bike is not for tuning, so we will not be tuning it on the dyno. And although I read at the ECU, it's fully stock, so I don't know who is riding the bikes in the track with stock mapping, and Akropovich filters and maybe other mods. So piping, yeah, it's full Acra exhaust and factory mapping. Very interesting combination. Okay, so about this bike, found a problem with the gear not showing. So in general, I again tested the wiring and the sensor, so they are good. The dash is dead, probably internal, maybe from damage or something, I don't know, because this place looks very bended. Don't know how that possible to bend in this place, but also it's not showing fuel, if fuel is in this place by the owner word. So as you see, it's all glued, so to fix not possible. So I fixed the starting problem and tested all needed. So for this situation, when the dash plug is from older bike, dash from other model, like an example from older generation with the smaller plug, if you buy original dash, it will not fit for this plug. If you buy older dash which fits for this bike plug, it will not show gear, because previous generation not have gear in original dash, only from 2012 and 2016 I think for that gen of dash. So it's like a circle which you can solve. So I found a solution to make a custom gear sensor which will show in what gear you are, but owner not wanted to invest because it's like one of a kind sensor to make. Need to make a project to produce one piece, so it's more expensive, but he refused, so we leave it like it is. So we agreed on the dyno test check for the health of the engine, the power and the AFR on the full power. So I will be warming up the bike and make a few runs, test, see what AFR is, because this bike is modified full exhaust but with stock mapping, so we don't know if it's safe or no. If it's safe, we'll leave it like it is. I mean, full power safe. Of course, it will be room for improvements in many throttle position areas, not only full power, but owner does not want to invest if full power AFR is safe for heavy load riding, I mean. So for this, I think it's all. If in future we will making dyno corrections, fuel corrections, maybe I will make a separate video, but in this it's all done. So I think see you in the next one, and bye bye. I will make a run, put a video, you will hear how it sounds, and for this moment it's done. Okay. Palauk biški. So to recap, I turn off the dyno, so I will talk about it only with the sheet. So in the last video episode I marked you the area where the AFR was very bad. So it was around 4000 and a bit up. So in general, what you see the graph, a big power hole, and it's very sensible on the dyno. When you twist the throttle, full throttle, bike looks like it's doing nothing. Immediately power drops up and immediately it starts to pull hard again, like, I don't know, like turbo effect. Okay, so I checked the handle and talked to the owner. So he said, really, yeah, it's a short twist grip installed or something. So in my opinion, this area is need to be fixed, but he don't want to do that. So okay, we leave like it is. In my opinion, this power delivery in this area is dangerous during riding on the track. In the corners or out of corners, it can be serious damage. But he said he very liked that, and not damage like that, but he likes how that affect the bike, how it rides with that no power sudden and immediately big power burst. So in my opinion, this power delivery is very abrupt, and for track bike it's totally not suitable. So but owner says the last word. So from the I think from 8000 RPM it was a good AFR. With that AFR you will not kill the engine. It was in the very safe area. But from the 2000 to 4000 area and something about 6,000 or 7,000 was way too lean spikes, so it's not enough fuel. So this was tested only full power. I assume this AFR anomalies it will be in other other throttle positions and power delivery. So but we will not tune it, we just wanted to test it and give an recap. So this bike for sure has many room for improvement for AFR, for power delivery and whatever. For me this graph looks not good, but what can I say? So as I said, see you in the next one.